What up, game devs? Welcome to another devlog. This is Aseprite bulk tag creation. Today we're going to talk about automating creating tags in Aseprite, so come along. So here's an overview of what we're going to go through in this devlog. First, we're going to talk about why you might need to create tags in a batch. We're going to do a demo of what that ends up looking like. A quick overview of symlinking a directory into Aseprite's config files, and writing a short add tags script. So stick around for more. There's a GitHub repo available with all of this code, including a README. Feel free to check it out if you prefer that to the video format. You can see the script we're going to talk about today right in scripts, add some tags. If you're not familiar with Aseprite, you might be wondering what a tag is. A tag is really just an animation, so it refers to a name, a start frame, and an end frame. While working on Dino, I built up controllers that expect certain animations to exist. Now these controllers provide APIs for working with side-scrolling, top-down, and beat-em-up games. You can see here there's a large list of animations that need to be added per character in order for those games to work. For a quick demo of what we're getting for this, here we are with the sprite open in Aseprite, and we don't have any tags or any layers yet. All we're doing is coming to File, Scripts. Here we're going to run the Add Some Tags script. Bam! Look at all these tags. And so now you're ready to go in and, what you would probably do is add a new frame and then start actually modifying, some of this to fit this animation. Okay, now how does all this work? We're going to symlink a scripts directory, then we're going to write the script itself, and then we can invoke it from Aseprite whenever we want. I think this symlinking thing is probably the hardest part. So Aseprite has a user configuration directory somewhere on your machine. You can find it by going to File, Scripts, Open Scripts folder. I'm recommending that we symlink into config Aseprite scripts project name, where the project name is whatever project you're working on. This will make it a little bit easier to invoke scripts for that project. So a very rough overview of creating a symlink here, the ln command. On some operating systems, these arguments are inverted, so you might want to be careful. Just figure out how to symlink on your machine and you should be fine. Then files, scripts, rescan scripts folders to make sure it can pick up the new directory. After that, you can add as many scripts as you want. So let's jump into the command line and see how that works. So here we are in the example repo that I prepared. Not much here, but what we're going to do is look in home.config Aseprite just to see what's in here. This is the user configuration files for Aseprite. If you look a little bit deeper into the scripts directory, you can see I've already symlinked a number of things in here. So what we want to do is symlink our own scripts directory in there so that these scripts are available from Aseprite. So we're going to do that with ln command. In our case, it looks just like this. We're pointing from an absolute path to our scripts directory here, and we're going to stick that in our own project name, in this case my example scripts in Aseprite. Then when we see what Aseprite scripts looks like, we should see it right in here. Now time for the add tags script itself. Here's a high-level look at how this script works. First, we hardcode a list of tags that we want to create. Then we collect all the existing tags from the current sprite. Then we walk our list of desired tags and check if it already exists. If it doesn't, we're going to create a new frame, create a new tag with that frame in it, and set the tag's name. There's a little bit of color wheel logic that makes things a little bit easier to look at. Without it, all the tags end up with the same background color and they're all one frame, and so it's just a big mess. Let's jump into the code. So here we are in the add tags script. You can see at the top we've hard-coded a big list. Then here we're gathering all the existing tags from the in-context app.sprite. Then our add tags function is our main function. For each tag that we have it hard-coded, we're going to check if it exists already in the existing tags table. And if it doesn't, create a new frame, name it, add the tag, and I was setting a color here, but this gets overridden later anyway. And then the only other main thing is just putting this function call inside of app.transaction. There's a little bit more of this talked about in my README. And then here's some logic for the colorization, which really just uses a modulo to walk across that wheel. Now here, just to show a couple different fighters that I created all these animations for using this method. You can see we have a number of tags here. These were all generated with an earlier version of the script that didn't have the colorization happening, but you can see where it might be useful to create all of these in one go. Yeah, some of these are crazy. Look at this frame. Now to show what we're getting for all this, here we are in Godot. We've selected our animated sprite, and we're using a plugin called Aseprite Wizard. And all we have to do is drag in our Aseprite file here, and you see we currently don't have any sprite frames or anything. If we just click import, oh bam, we get an animation for every one of our tags. So that's why we're doing this, to really cut into the manual labor of this task. We're taking advantage of Aseprite Wizard plus this bulk tag creation to very quickly get some animations in place. So that's it for today. Be sure to check out the repo. Feel free to open up an issue or leave a comment on the video if you have any questions. I'm happy to go into more detail in future videos. Let me know if there's any interest. There's some resources for writing scripts yourself with the Aseprite Lua docs, and also 2 links to some really nice Aseprite extensions. Kasper Wozniak especially has some really nice extensions to check out, and the Aseprite forums have a very large list of scripts that you might be interested in. Also, Godot Aseprite Wizard is amazing. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to my patrons. Your support means the world to me. Thank you all so much. See you next time.